And the first matchup will be coming up here as Goldfield will take on Inter Taloga, as that match will be live also here for this afternoon. And also as well, we do have this afternoon, or evening let's say, we have is Chesterfield Blue Tigers, the home team, as they host here against Waynord, as those games will be live here coming up next on RBC. Hello everybody and welcome here this afternoon on Saturday kickoff between these two sides first before we get to Waynord and also Chesterfield later on the show, as we do have Goldfield and they take on here against their opponents Inter Taloga. And tell us your thoughts about this game, of course, Jimmy, how big this game can really be in terms of this result here, hopefully potentially for Inter Taloga or for Goldfield to get the win over the line here for this afternoon. And do you think this game will be very tight due to the fact that these two teams want to be in those European places or qualify at least by the end of this season? Well, it will be a very tough game. Any game, I think, will be very tough. I think we said this before, but in the studio, every game is tough this season, and the winner of this game is the lucky one, or probably, let's say, was the favourite, or they were more comparison to the other team who lost. And that's what happens in games like this. But especially for these two teams, will definitely want to try and get a victory here. It doesn't matter in terms of European football for next season, in terms of their resources and money and revenue as well, is very important, of course, for both sides. But both teams have got very good players. No injuries occurred for Goldfield, no injuries occurred for Inter Taloga. I feel that both these two teams have got, let's say, strong enough squads to try and compete against each other here in the game this afternoon. And I think this game will go straight down to the wire between Goldfield and also Inter Taloga. And I really can't wait to see who will come across as the winner by the end of this game, because both teams will really show and give their all during this matchup. So we'll find out who will do that. We just have to find out, of course, by the end of the game who will come out as more ruthless and also more resilient to handle a win between Taloga and Goldfield later here on the show this afternoon. Okay, thank you there, Jimmy. And now we move on now to the game, as we do have Goldfield Boys United as they take on here against Inter Taloga. And let's get to the game between the two sides this afternoon. And we are back here for the matchup here for this afternoon between Goldfield and Inter Taloga. There's a lot to play for here between Goldfield and Inter Taloga, as Goldfield Boys United will play Taloga in this matchup. Let's see who comes down for this match in terms of the football, the coverage here. There's a lot to fight for in terms of the football here. Who will get at least the 3 points, especially in terms of the race for European football between Taloga and Goldfield. So we do have the lineup here for, looks like here, for Goldfield Boys United. There's Hazard up front with Werner, with De Bruyne, Sancho, Pogba and Keane, with Tierney, Varane, Silva, Shea, and also Black there for Goldfield. But as for Inter Taloga, we do have as well up front is Griezmann, De Jong, Mahrez, Beckham, Liv Martinez, Kovacic with Dumfries, Ferdinand, De Ligt, Shevchenko, and also Andre Onana. So here we go. Kickoff is underway, and we'll see what happens here for the matchup. Here we go. Goldfield and Taloga are at it, and let's play the game between these two teams. And now here's Sancho now to Hazard. Now back heel there to Hazard now. Now here's the Sebastian Shea. Could be a chance for a header. And now clearance there away there slightly there to Griezmann. Now Shevchenko. And now Delict. And now Shevchenko. Okay, we've got ourselves, looks like a throw has been given, by the way, it looks like here for Taloga. Now thrown here down to Frankie de Jong. Now Lisandro Martinez. Now Shevchenko. Now here's to, looks like a pass there to Werner right now. Now is Hazard. Now here's to Werner right now. Could be a goal. Save. Now Beckham. And now here's to Mateo Kovacic. And that's going to be, looks like there, a free kick, by the way. Yellow card. So yellow card has been given, by the way, looks like for Beckham there. Just taken out there by Kieran Tierney. So let's see what happens from here now. Cross into the box. Header away. Now Werner right now. And now Shevchenko. Now De Jong. Now here's to Mahrez. Now Shea. Now looks like here now to Dumfries. And now Beckham. Now all the way here again. Okay, a foul's been given. A free kick has been given, by the way, here. So looks like there Mateo Kovacic has given away. Looks like a free kick in the matchup. So Roy Keane was the one who fouled him. So Taloga won themselves a free kick. Now let's see what happens from here. Cross into the box. Could be a chance though, and it's gone all the way now out. Looks like here a goal kick. Now a header there, bouncing slightly there to Mahrez. Now to, looks like Anana. And now here's to Frankie de Jong. Now Lisandro Martinez. Now Pogba. Now De Bruyne. Now Sancho. He's pushing through here now for potentially for Goldfield. Right in the keeper's hands. And he boosts the ball without a way out from danger. And that's going to be that for half time. The score is a score as it's Goldfield 0, Inter Taloga 0 at half time. And we're back here for the second half, and here we go. It is goalless, by the way. And now here's to Beckham. Now chance here for Griezmann. Chance for a shot for Beckham, and he scores! Straight in the second half, David Beckham scored a lucky finish, and it's now 1-0 to Inter Taloga in the match. What a pure strike from that man right there, Mr. David Beckham by all names, who scored right here in the game for Taloga. And now it's 1-0 in the match up here for IT Inter Taloga. International D Taloga are leading here by 1-0. Great space, I've got to say, Beckham created to really frame where he can place the ball past the goalkeeper, and he striked that ball right into the top corner. And now Pogba. Now Kieran Tierney. Keane. Now Keane now. Now here's De Bruyne. And now here's to chance here now for Tierney. And now it's going to be a throw-in right now here. It looks like there Hazard comes off and Michael Morin comes on the pitch. So Michael will come on the field here. Throw-in right now to, looks like, to Roy Keane. And now in the box here, could be a goal, and it's gone wide. Massive chance there. A massive opportunity right there for a bicycle kick goal. For Goldfield, in fact. But that's gone obviously wide. So now we've got ourselves, looks like a goal kick's been given. Now, here's Griezmann. Now, it's Sebastian Shea. Now, all the way here now. Holds it. And now, bouncing them now here to Jadon Sancho. Could be a goal for Goldfield, but it's gone away for a clearance. And now here's to Beckham. Now it's Mateo Kovacic. Now Keane. Now to Owen. Now won it back here now. Here's to Griezmann. And now all the way there to looks like for Beckham. Could be a goal potentially. Okay, clearance away there again. And now could be a chance to make it 2 here. Griezmann now to Dumfries. Cross into the box here. Punch away for the goalkeeper. Head away, clearance there again. We've got 10 minutes left of the game to go, by the way. 10 minutes, by the way, to go. And now here's to Werner. Now Shea. Not long left of the game to go, by the way. Not long left. Now here's to, looks like to Owen. Now to Sancho. Looks great here for Goldfield. Try and get back level here. Werner right there. Save from Andre Onana. Good save from the goalkeeper. Brilliant. And now back here now to Frankie de Jong. We've got nearly over now the matchup, by the way, here between Goldfield and Inter Taloga here. 2 minutes left of the matchup to go. Now here's to Jan Oblak. And that is full time, ladies and gentlemen. And it is a 1-0 victory for Inter Taloga by that man, David Beckham, as it ends Goldfield 0, Inter Taloga 1. David Beckham was the only goal scorer in the matchup here for this afternoon. And Jimmy, what was your thoughts on Taloga getting the 3 points over Goldfield here for this afternoon? What was your thoughts? I thought Taloga did very, very well in the matchup. They really played some very good football, I've got to say, in that second half. I thought Goldfield made it harder, of course, because they're the home team and the fans are all going to be supporting Goldfield to try and give themselves, let's say, the boost in the matchup as they're the home opposition. But as for Taloga to handle the pressure and handle this away victory, and David Beckham, the superstar, to get the only goal in the matchup is absolutely brilliant to see. And I'm really, really happy to see how Onana, the defence of Inter Taloga as well, and the whole Taloga team very ruthless, and they really wanted this win to happen. And when Beckham scored that goal, they really need to hold out very tightly at the end of the game, not to let Goldfield get back in the matchup. And they did quite well on not doing so, and letting Taloga play really, let's say, hold back in terms of, let's say, this really parking the bus and not letting Goldfield create anything in the matchup to try and get back level in the game. So I'm very, very proud, I've got to say, on Taloga, and that gives them more hope, of course, on chances in that European places, of course, before the season ends in a couple of weeks from now. Okay, thank you very much there, Jimmy. And let's get now to the coverage right now for our next matchup on Saturday kickoff between Chestego Blue Tigers as they take on against Weirnord. And let's get to the game right now. And we are back here for the second matchup here for this evening as Chestego Blue Tigers will take on Weirnord. There's a lot to play for in this game here tonight, and we'll see what comes across this football match. Chestego Blue Tigers are the home team and Weirnord are the away team. This is going to be a real epic, let's say, matchup, of course, of the football is stored right here, right now, for the matchup here for this evening. Chestego Blue Tigers and Weirnord have really competed for those European places, of course. Champions League, they want to try and aim for these two teams, but we do have Chestego Blue Tigers' team though. Royce, Sadio Mane, with Salah, with Minamino, Mateus and Eriksson, with obviously Hector Bellerin, with Jack Terry, They've got a very good team though. But as of Wales, however, Robert Lewandowski, Aguero, Mkhitaryan, Modric, Golstino, Iniesta, Vieira, Van Dijk, Vidic, Davuj, and also Manuel Neuer in goal for Wales. So here we go. Let's get this match underway right now for this matchup here. Here we go. Up for grabs. It's Chesko Blue Tigers versus the Wales in this matchup here. And here's Eriksson. Now here's Mateus here. Now here's all the way to Hendrik Mkhitaryan now. Here's to Modric. Now here's to Iniesta. Now here's to Sadio Mane. Pass there to Salah. There's a chance here of the counter attack here. Now Iniesta. Now here's to Aguero. Now here's Mkhitaryan now. Here's to Vieira now. Robert Lewandowski shoots, and it's gone all the way right there to the goalkeeper. Now throws it now away here now to Eriksson. Now to Hector Bellerin. And now here's Royce. Now to Salah. And now all the way there to Mane. Shoots, save. And a chance right there, definitely there for Manuel Neuer to actually concede a goal. But great save from him though. Here's now to Eriksson. Now to Bellerin. And now it's going to be, looks like he holding it nice and tight. Looks like here a goal kick has been given. And now here's to Iniesta. Now Vidic. Now Van Dijk. Now all the way here now to Mkhitaryan. And now Modric. Now again, pass the ball here now, nice and tight. Now to back to Mkhitaryan. Now here's to check. Okay, throw has been given. It looks like here now for Modric. And now Mkhitaryan. And now Sadio Mane. And now Modric. Now Vieira. And now it's a chance for Aguero! Oh! Could have been. But good save right there from Bert Leno. And now Mkhitaryan. It could be a chance for a shot! Oh! Massive chance though for a strike though. But gone to the goalkeeper's hands. And now it's going to look like be a corner, by the way, for FC Wales to try and get something in this matchup. But Aguero almost scored. So it's going to be a corner here for Wales in this matchup. Good save for Bert Leno. And Wales corner match right here. Let's see what he can do with this corner here. And now here's to, looks like, for Modric. Cross into the box here. Punch away. Iniesta. Mane. And that's going to be, looks like a throw-in, by the way. And now it's Modric. And now Vidic. Now Mkhitaryan. All the way for a chance for a header. But that's going to be that for the first half. As the score is Chesko Blue Tigers 0, Wales FC 0 at the break. We're back here for the second half, and here we go. And Vieira now pass the ball here to Golstino. And now Aguero. And now Aguero, now Golstino now to chance for Mkhitaryan. Now pass the ball to Aguero. Shoots, but save right there for the goalkeeper. Clearance away there from Chestergo. And now throw has been given here, looks like now, for Eriksson. Now all the way there, looks like to Matt Nelson here. They'll clear the ball away. Now here's to Aguero. Golstino. Could be a chance here, but clearance away there from Chestergo. Chestergo on the ball back here. Matt Nelson. Now clears the ball now away from danger now. Now here's to Iniesta. Now it's a chance for Robert Lewandowski now. Now here's a chance again. Now here's to Salah. And now Davuj. Great cover. Clearance away. Now again here now to Sadio Mane. And now Robert Lewandowski. Mkhitaryan shoots a goal! And it's Golstino makes it 1-0. And what a brilliant goal there for Weardle FC to take the lead here away from home on a Saturday night. And what a hit there past Leno. And he strikes it past him. And that's a brilliant goal. Tremendous as well. Hits it on his laces. Past the goalkeeper Bert Leno. And now it's 1-0 to Weardle. So Weardle went leading by 1-0 by the way. Now to Jack Terry. Now to Royce. And now here's to Eriksson. Now across the ball into the box here. Header. Save. Now he boots the ball now away here for Bert Leno. And now here's again to Weardle here. Lost it back down to Salah. Now to Minamino. And now all the way here now to Royce. Could be a chance here, clearance here now. Now Robert Lewandowski. And now here's to Nelson. We've got 1 minute left of the game to go, by the way. 1 minute left of the game to go, and it's all over, and the whistle blows for full time. And Golstino was the only goal scorer in that game to score the winner for Weardle as it ends Chesapeake Blue Tigers 0, Weardle FC 1. And the full-time whistle officially blown here in the game for the match-up this evening as Weardle won the match by 1-0 against Chesapeake Blue Tigers. And what was your thoughts in the match-up about this game, Jimmy, about Weardle, your old club, getting the victory over Chesapeake? And the race is definitely on now for Champions League football for Weardle and for Chesapeake for next season, but also especially for your team because you defeated your fellow rivals who also fight in the exact same position as Weardle are currently at for Champions League for next season. And what do you take about this matchup on Weardle becoming the winning team in the matchup, all thanks to that goal scorer, Golstino? It was a very, very brilliant game it was in terms of the result for us, and we know that how hard it would be to go away from home and try and create some magic and create some momentum in the matchup to try and get the win over Chesapeake Blue Tigers, who are currently also especially fighting in the exact same position with us, of course, to try and get into the UEFA Champions League places for next season. So we know how tough that can really be, but we came here with real hopes we have, and with huge confidence, of course, we got the job over the line, and that's what we've got to carry on doing from now until the end of the season. So, yeah, I'm very, very proud in terms of what Weardle to create this matchup, in terms of, holding back, not letting Chesapeake create chances, be the brave team away from home, be streetwise in Chesapeake as well, away from home. And we did that very, very remarkably. So, yeah, I'm very, very proud of the team, especially Golstino, and he deserves the man of the match for that goal he scored also. Okay, thank you very much there, Jimmy. And now we move on now to the highlights for all the other 8 games across the Premier League. And let's get to them right now. A free kick here for Los Angeles in the matchup. Header right there from Zlatan forward there to Scott Barker. And Scott Barker right there, nice pass to Zlatan to hit the ball past the goalkeeper. And a goal right there for Los Angeles to make it 1-0 in the matchup. And what a hit right there from him. And Los Angeles are 1-0 up to the good in the game. Unbelievable goal. And a great pass there from Barker. Found a great opportunity right there to Zlatan to shoot. And he does. And it is 1-0 to them. The great counter-attack here from Jimmy Tart. 1v1 to the goalkeeper and shoots and strikes the ball past the keeper there. As now AFC Richmond are level 1 apiece in this match. And a great counter-attack here from Los Angeles as Bray Hamilton there. Pass the ball there to Scott Barker. And then Barker right there to Zlatan. And then Zlatan right there on his weak foot into that bottom corner. And Zlatan scores there to make it 2-1 in the match. As brilliant pass right there to him from Barker. As looks like there Zlatan was a very good position at the right time. As the match ends here at full time here. As AFC Richmond 1, Los Angeles FC 2 at full time in the game. And a great cross in the box here from Prentos as Dennis Parker passed in the ball to Ronaldinho. And then Ronaldinho right there, pass the ball right there to Xhaka. And then Xhaka found a pass there to Robert Cliff. And he shoots from that angle, hits the post. And the ball bounced the post into the back of the net. And Prentos are 1 goal in front in the game. An unbelievable hit and an unbelievable strike. As now Prentos take the lead here by 1-0. And the full-time score at the end of the game ends as Newport Dragons 0, Prentos 1 at full time in the game. And a great counter-attack here from Red Bull Tomato as Chalford Saturday almost had a chance to shoot, however, but went to the keeper's hands. But Isaac right there, hold the ball nice and tight, and he found a great pass right there, all the way to Iron Robin. And then Robin right there, unbelievable cross into the box there to Van Persie almost, but no. But however, went to Isaac's feet, and Isaac hits the ball right past the goalkeeper, Andre Canas. And now it's 1-0 for Red Bull Tomato in the matchup so far. And what a hit from him. What a brilliant strike, I've got to say, to put that past the goalkeeper right there of Andre Canas. And it is 1-0 to Red Bull Tomato in the match. And then a header right there bouncing from Rio Wilson. Harrison Coombs, the nice pass there to Van Persie. Then Van Persie there to Dwight Young. And then Dwight Young right there, cross all the way to Van Persie. And he shoots right into that bottom corner. And now Red Bull Tomato extend the lead by 2-0 just before half time. A great play of football. A great run right there, I've got to say, from Van Persie to get the finish. And now it's 2-0. And then all the way there to Cardiff right there, trying to control the ball, but he couldn't. There's Axel Witsel right there, passed the ball nicely there to Iron Robin. And then all the way there to McIntyre off for Charlford. Pass the ball right there, away there to Andre Canas. And then Axel Witsel won it back there to Van Persie. And then Van Persie right there to Dwight Young to shoot. And he does. And Red Bull Tomato are now 3 goals in front in the game. As an unbelievable hit, an unbelievable strike. Really sums it all up here, as it is 3-0 in the game here for Red Bull Tomato in the matchup so far. And then Chalford Saturday there on the counter-attack as Hanbury right there got himself a consolation goal in the matchup. And maybe a chance here for Chalford to get something in the game. And now it's 3-1 to Red Bull Tomato in the matchup in the game so far. And the full-time whistle officially blown here at the stadium of the Red Bull Arena as it ends Red Bull Tomato 3, Chalford Saturday 1 at full time. An unbelievable great start here for Georgetown City in the matchup as Barella right there, nice pass there to Roberto Firmino on the counter-attack, really pushed through as Grasshoppers right there could not do anything there to stop City from scoring, and straight just before half-time, Diego Maradona puts the ball right into the back of the net as Georgetown City are leading the game here by 1-0 in the matchup so far. As an unbelievable hit there. A great assist there for Roberto Firmino to assist the ball there to Diego Maradona. And that shot right there was absolutely wonderful as he went right into that top corner to make it 1-0 in the match. And then in the second half, however, Georgetown City extend the lead across there for Ricardo Cavani, but before the goalkeeper got there, Ospina, Roberto Firmino was there first, and he tapped the ball into the back of the net. And now Georgetown City are now 2 goals in front in the matchup here over Grasshoppers United. And the full-time whistle officially blown here as it ends, as Grasshoppers United lost the game here by 2-0 over Georgetown City. And Georgetown Red Devils got on themselves onto the counter-attack and scored the first goal just before half-time. As Usain Bolt, nice pass there to Kante. And then Kante, nice pass to Bolt. And then Bolt right there had a shot to shoot. And then went all the way right there into the feet right there to Kylian Mbappe to score the first goal in the matchup to make it 1-0 in the match. What a hit right there from Bolt. Save, rebound back right to the feet of Mbappe. And now it's 1-0 in the game. And the full-time whistle blew here at the end of the matchup as it ends Hassonfield Terriers 0, the Georgetown Red Devils 1. And then Padres Impact got themselves a chance here to score the first goal, as looks like Zidane won the ball nicely right here for Padres, all the way to Cantona. Then all the way to Alexandre Lacazette, 1v1 to the goalkeeper, and he tapped the ball right past there of Martin Dubravka, and now it's 1-0 for Padres Impact in the game, as what a hit right there from Lacazette to do so in the matchup so far. Another great counter-attack here from Padres Impact as Cantona passed there to Malcolm, had a chance to shoot, saved, rebound to Nicholas Laidana to shoot to make it 2-0 in the match, as Padres Impact are 2 goals up in the matchup so far. And then Padres Impact extend the lead again to make it 3-0 as Zinedine Zidane scored the third goal right in the top corner, and Padres are 2-0 up in the game. As I've got to say, great pass there from Tillemans and a great pass in, let's say, teamwork for Padres Impact. And now they've got themselves that strike into that top corner to put the ball into the back of the net. And now it is 3-0 to Padres Impact so far in the game, so far in the match. So the whistle blow at full time, ladies and gentlemen, here as it ends as Padres Impact won by 3-0 against Iceberg Forest here at the La Soccer Stadium. Padres Impact 3, Iceberg Forest 0 at full time. And a great start in the match-up here for Sporting Satellite, the strugglers so far in the Premier League, as Theo Walcott passed the ball to Boney, had a shot but gone wide for a goal kick. And that's a massive chance right there for Sporting Satellite to almost score, but that chance right there wasn't very good enough. But however, for South Coast, a great ultra-attacking press here for them in the match-up, as Lucas Digne, all the way there to David Trezeguet to shoot against the goalkeeper, but unfortunately that has gone wide, and now we've got ourselves, it looks like here, a goal kick in the match. Real good counter press, real good counter fight, maybe for South Coast to almost score, but unfortunately that has gone wide, and the match ended here at full time as South Coast Rangers 0, Sporting Sun Lake 0 at full time in the game. And the hashtag United, the strugglers of the Premier League, bottom of the league, surprisingly put themselves in front in the matchup as Pablo Di Canio to Spencer Owen, and he tried to cross the ball into the box, and he did actually when he crossed it in all the way into the penalty box, and right there met towards that was a goal right there, it seems, for the goal scorer Billy Wingrove, the captain, to get onto that and scored against Adders Gunners, the current champions of the Premier League from last season. A massive goal right there in terms of their survival chances to be in the Premier League for next season. Could still be alive for them, maybe so. Even though they might be bottom of the league, even though they might be away from, obviously, survival. But these crucial wins like this may not come to teams like hashtag, but it has done here for this afternoon as it ends here the game, as it ends Adders Gunners 0, hashtag United 1 at full time. The official results of the Premier League for match day 31 as it ends here as AFC Richmond 1, Los Andreas FC 2, Newport Dragons 0, Parentos 1, RB Tomato 3, Chelmsford Saturday 1, Grasshoppers 0, Georgetown City 2, Hasselfield Terriers 0, the Georgetown Red Devils 1, Padres Impact 3, Iceberg Forest 0, and South Coast Rangers 0, Sporting Sun Lake 0, and Addis Gunners 0, Hashtag United 1, and Chesapeake Blue Tigers 0, Wayne FC 1, and Goldfield 0, Inter Taloga 1. And that will mean the Red Devils are currently top of the Premier League with 72 points, while Padres Impact are currently second. In third we have is Parentos, and in fourth place we do have is Addis Gunners, while Waynord and Chesapeake currently in 5th and 6th, while Inter Taloga are currently 7th in the league, while Goldfield, the Georgetown City and South Coast are currently outside of the European places. And that will mean that Red Bull Toledo are currently 11th position with 37 points, while 12th position is Los Andreas, in 13th is Hasselfield Terriers, in 14th is AFC Richmond, and in 15th is Iceberg Forest, 16th is Newport Dragons, and 17th position is Grasshoppers, while Chartered Saturday are in the bottom 3 with Sporting Sun Lake and also Hashtag United. And that will mean that for the next games, of course, for Monday Night Football, Monday coming up in 2 days' time, as Georgetown City will host Goldfield live on RBC Sports. And that's all we have time for here right now on Saturday kickoff for this afternoon, as a real dramatic results across all the games here on match day 31 of the Premier League. And that's all from me right now for today, as we'll be back, of course, for Monday in 2 days' time between Georgetown City and Goldfield Boys United. And that's all from me, Gary Walker, and my fellow presenter assigned me as well, Jimmy Hansberg, and have a very good evening, everybody.